I was like watching shows at work and I was like falling asleep. So I have on here Captain Laserhawk episodes 1 and 2. But episode 2 was a fever dream because I was like just I called myself twice. I was like, got it?
Oh shit.
But like I wasn't fully asleep, so like I still like was like kind of comprehending shit, you know? And then I finally like stood up and I took a lap around the shop and then I came back, sat down and finished it. So I think in total I got like 10 minutes of that episode,
Oh yeah.
which is fine. Not a whole lot happens. All right, I'm just going to start it so we can start it. Once chat stops being a piece of shit. There we go. I found it. Konichi the fuck wa? All you sexy degenerates out there, welcome back to the ATH Mainline, where we're going to give you some fast, quick squirts of opinions about newest anime, oldest anime, anime that transcends time, all of the anime, and also not anime, and also not even shows. Maybe this week we want to review poetry. Maybe this week we want to review how fat this Umbreon's Umbrusi is. Check that out. Look
Is
at
that a
shit.
literal? That's a hole, my guy.
I never showed you this?
This is why you get tagged in the fucking
Yeah,
in the
dude.
Guzu.
That is why they tagged
know
me.
you.
This was sent to me by the homie Rise.
Promise me. Well, answer it correctly.
Okay.
You've put your penis in that, right?
I have not.
Wow.
I
Wow,
should
dude.
have.
I can't. Wow, dude.
I just haven't.
It doesn't matter if it fits. You just put it on the top.
Dude, he even
And
like he like had to cut it open. Look at that. Like
Dude,
it's
he had to
actually
put a sock in it.
he actually gave me the Umbrusi, and then he stitched in the fucking
What, dude?
the pink cheeks, the kawaii cheeks.
Oh. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I could if I had that, even if I just slapped it to get half hard and then slipped that bad boy on top of it, it would give me at least the giggles.
Yeah.
That's just a good
Oh,
joke.
absolutely. I have it sitting here all the time just staring at me. And I hate it because my
Holy
kids will
hell.
come in and touch it and be like, Dad, why is this Pokemon
That motherfucker
all
needs to
weird?
be up on a shelf, dude.
Dude, he needs to be hidden, bro. Because one of
I love
these
that
days,
it's a he, and we're already talking about his ussy, dude.
one of these days, when your boy gets a little too faded, I'm going to fuck that
Yeah.
Umbreon. I'm just going to be sitting here, slow stroking, edging for like an hour, hour and a half. And I'm just going to be
looking at
I'm
it.
just gonna be looking at it like, what you looking at, bitch? Fucking pocket pussy, that fucking Umbrusi.
Oh my! How long have you had that thing?
For a while. He sent it to me a long time ago.
Yo, you're fucking it.
Yeah. And him sending me that, like,
Yeah.
solidified in my brain, we have the best fans, right? Of any
Absolutely.
podcast. Like,
Yeah.
there's no other podcast in the world where their fans sent them a fuckable pocket pussy plushy Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way, dude.
No
And also,
fucking way.
look, he literally put a tag on it and named it Cumbrion.
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah,
Are you
dude.
kidding?
It's
Like-
a perfect gift. It's a perfect gift.
Oh, Man.
I forgot we were podcasting.
yeah. This is here's your show.
And
Hey, you know what
that's
it is though.
and that's what we're talking about. That's where I
Yeah.
ended it, right? Because I said we talk about
Right.
whatever the fuck we want. Yeah. I'm your
Bro,
host.
it's Tuesday though.
Yeah.
And it's 6 p.m. ish. We hit it. We did it.
Dude,
We're
we
here.
fucking nailed it, dude. And I tattooed today. Still got
And
home
you
on time.
tattooed.
Fucking tattooed a face today, dude.
And I saw Cumbrion's pussy.
And you seen
What
Cumbrion's
a
pussy. I am
What a
your host, Cody the Chipman Chambers. With me is my one and only, the only other one who watches, PJ. And also with us, the third host, Cumbrion.
Cumbrion, dude.
Little Cumbrion's here. He doesn't talk
Yep.
though. He's just hanging out. He's just hanging out, waiting for me to
Yeah.
finger his tight little pussy. We got a lot to talk
dude.
about. Watched a bunch of shit. Watched a bunch of new shit. We're gonna talk about One Piece today, of course. Continuing the journey. Not so much me, but PJ is still trucking along. I have
Oh yeah.
halted my One Piece journey for some reason. I don't have a
Weak.
good one. I'm tired all the time. I don't want to watch it. We talking about 16-bit sensation, Kengan Ashura, Shangri-La Frontier, Berserk of Gluttony, Shy. I forgot about Shy, dude. Undead Unluck, Undead. Good Night World, Pluto, Animusha, The Boys, Season 1, Captain Laserhawk, and Blue Eye Samurai. It's a lot of shit.
Hell yeah.
But before we start giving you the most correct opinions, we're going to give you housekeeping. You know the drill. This is it. You do this every day. You do this every other Tuesday-ish, every other month-ish, every other weekday-ish. Catch the ATH Mainline every other Tuesday around 6:30. Also, come check out the Anime Trap House. That's every Thursday at 5 p.m. CST, where we're going to do deep dives on anime that our Patreons vote for us because they fucking hate us. Right now, we're doing Tokyo Revengers, which so far is very divisive, bro.
Yeah.
I started a mini gang war between all the hosts. We actually, me and PJ don't even like each other right now.
We are anti.
We are anti-friends. Yeah, dude.
I can't wait till it's my turn to host so I can just shit on you and your whole life and everything you believe in.
Go ahead, dude. You know what? You know what? We can all band together though. We could band against the feet people. You know?
Oh yeah, fuck feet people.
Yeah, fuck feet people, dude. You
Fuck
ain't
feet.
even
They may
part of
taste
the
good
war.
sometimes, but
Yeah.
come on.
I mean, here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I'll suck a nice toe. You know what I'm saying? I'll suck a pinky toe. I'll slip a.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'll slip the big toe in my ass. It's fine, but like, it's not my it's not my number one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when
For
you
me, it's a sneaky suck.
ooh, the sneaky
You
suck.
be like kissing up the leg, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then she never knows it's coming.
Yeah. You pop it out,
Yeah.
dude, like a fucking
Oh, dude.
like a sucker. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck feet people. Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about what episodes? 7 through 12 of Tokyo Revengers. That should be interesting. If for some reason you want more content, go check out our Patreon. We have a lot of shit on there. I also just started doing some watch-alongs, so you can watch with me watch Blue Eye Samurai episode 1. Shout out to the Patreon producers, Moose Man, Girl with Pikachu Tattoo, Purdue, Big Happy, Diesel Tech, and oh shit, I forgot. We have another one, dude.
What?
It's not another one. It's the fucking DGen royalty. You know, the one that the main one we should be remembering.
The thing is he may be the royalty, but he's still kind of new. You know?
He's kind of new, but the thing is, his name isn't even hard to remember. I'm just stupid.
I know you're gonna say it, and I'm gonna feel dumb.
It's
I
Polar
know it's
Bear.
something to do with cold.
Yeah, it is cold.
And baby, it's cold outside.
Baby, it is cold outside, dude. I gotta wear a big ass fucking hoodie, jacket.
Polar bear, dude.
Thank you, Patreon people. Always much appreciated. We love you guys. And now let's start talking about the meat and potatoes, dude. The anime. The M&A.
What do you want first?
I don't know. I feel like we're split here. You watched a lot of shit I
We're pretty
haven't.
split.
I watched some shit you haven't. Let's start on one that we both watched. And probably the one I want to talk about the most is Undead Unluck.
Oh fuck.
Dude. What is this?
This is Undead Unluck has got to be my favorite new show so far.
Yeah, easily.
He-
And the crazy thing
'cause
is I've watched some good shit. This is the best shit.
Nothing's like it.
Nothing's like
Nothing.
it. Remember how hot we were on Shangri-La Frontier?
Yes.
If
I
somebody,
thought that was going to carry.
yeah, if somebody was like, "I'll give you next week's episode of Undead Unluck right now, but then you'll never get to see the rest of Shangri-La Frontier," I'd be like, "All right, bet." Like easy,
gone.
dude. It's gone.
Easy gone.
Throw it in the
So
trash.
gone.
You can go ahead and I know you got some
Okay.
shit wrote down, brother.
You know I got
I know
you.
you
I
do.
got
Go
you.
ahead, go for it.
Fuko Izumo, whatever, is a
Okay.
suicidal girl who has been living in seclusion for 10 years since the incident that left more than 200 people dead, including her parents, when she was 8 years old. Which then, oh, dude, they right off the bat, they're like, boom, she's 18.
Yeah.
We're going to clear this. They're like,
And
yeah,
then-
10 years ago, and she was 8. And
Yeah.
any
So
more
th-
questions?
They do it right off the bat, and then in the second episode, like, in case you haven't forgot, and then they make her say it. Okay. In the second episode, they're talking about like drinking
Oh,
alcohol in Russia, and he's like, "How old are you?" She's like 18, and they're like, "Mhm."
All right.
"Yes, she is, brother."
Job well done. This is okay. Following the completion of her favorite long-running girls manga series, Fugo decides to commit suicide. She's tormented by the fact that she cannot be touched by anyone due to her unluck ability, which brings the bad luck to anyone she comes into contact with its flesh-on-flesh contact.
Yep.
So, like the bitch Rogue from X-Men, as long as you got gloves on, you're clear.
Yeah, she's literally
She meets
rogue,
an-
but instead of taking your power, she just gives you really bad luck. Like not just
Bad luck.
like you're gonna stub your toe luck. Like a meteor is gonna fall out of space and blow up the building you're in. Type of bad luck.
She meets an undead man who has amazing regenerative abilities, who desires to die the best possible death, disliking his immortal life. For the sake of convenience, Fuko names him Andy because he is undead. I don't know how that came about. She was like, "Your name's Andy. We're done." And they begin working together. So, right off the bat, so she's on the bridge, and because me, Harris, and Cody all watched this together, she's on the bridge. She's looking at the train, and she's like, "All right, I'm just gonna kill myself." And then the dude stands there next to her, and he's like, "This is kind of fucking dumb." And he grabs her and throws her back onto the bridge. And the moment where the piece of the bridge breaks off and he falls in front of that fucking train,
Yeah,
and what was the noise he made? He was
he
like,
just goes,
"Oh."
Yeah, and then it's like a running joke too throughout the show. It's like every
Yeah.
time he just goes, "Oh." Dude, it's so funny seeing his dumb fucking face when that fucking brick falls, and he just like goes in front of the train, and the train just fucking turns him into butter.
Smashes him.
Yeah,
Oh, it's amazing. And then it's his head comes flying back because he uses his regenerative abilities to like respawn parts of his body in such a force that it propels him.
yeah.
So I think he just shoots around in his head back up to the top of the bridge, and then we see the full transformation of his body like coming
Yeah.
back.
I don't-
Fucking cool.
I don't think anybody who hasn't watched the show fully appreciated what PJ just said. He literally explodes his body parts by
Yes.
regenerating them so fast that he fucking flies with his own blood. That is
He makes his legs into little rockets.
that's the
He's
coolest
like-
thing of all time.
Oh,
There's nothing cooler than that. Also, so he has a sword, right? And his sheath is just his body. He just shoves it in his neck. I'm fucking done with this show. That is the coolest. Like, that is the most creative thing I've ever seen. He's like, "Yeah, I don't need this." He just goes right in his neck,
Yeah.
through his body. It's so cool.
Yeah, so at the first episode, like he attempts to die by suicide like 3 times.
Yeah.
Or the third one is really her, but the first one he grabs her, throws her back onto the bridge so she doesn't commit suicide, and
Yep.
then the fucking thing, and he drops in front. The second one, I can't. Oh, then he comes back and he realizes the issue, and then was at that moment he was like, "All right, well, let's see how far it goes, because I'm just gonna grab your titties."
Yeah. Yeah. He says, he's like, oh, it must be like a surface
Yeah.
area. Like the more
Right.
of our skin touches, that has to be it. So yeah, he just straight
Yeah.
up goes up her shirt and just smashes her body on his. And it doesn't work. He doesn't die. I forget what happens to him after this.
He gets struck by lightning.
It's lightning. There it is. Yeah.
Lightning is the second one.
Yep.
And then he starts talking on and he's trying to figure out what the real thing is. And then I think at this moment he brings up the idea. He's like, "Oh, I get it. I've got to have sex with you."
Yeah.
And then the big one happens.
He's like, yeah, that's the next logical step, right?
Yeah.
Like the more, no, well, that's not how it goes.
I think he brings it up and then she runs away.
Yeah.
Right? Or is it that at the end? I can't
It's at the end, because at the end she kisses him.
Yeah.
And that's when the meteor. So anyway, he figures out that when she touches him, bad shit happens. And then she tells him she has an unluck ability to where whenever she touches somebody, they get really bad luck. And that's how we find out that she kissed her mom and dad before they went on a plane. The plane exploded, killed everybody in the plane.
Everybody.
And that was a lot. That shit was fucking wild.
It was pretty dark.
Just a little kid, like, holding onto her teddy bear, staring at the airplane as her parents just died. It just started to cry, stream tears. I'm like, fucking Christ, brother.
I'm so happy they went so hard so quick.
They went, yeah.
Like, they were like instantly like, oh, people are going to die in this show.
Yeah.
You want to watch?
By a lot. A lot of people are going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, some people in suits show up, and they're trying to collect the undead dude and the unluck chick. I don't know their names.
I know there's
Andy.
part of some organization that's like they want to do experiments on.
Yeah, they just want to figure out what their shit is. And
yeah,
I don't know if is it this time we find out they're called negators.
I think so.
Yeah. So these people show up, they try to catch him. They do actually catch Andy. They cut his head off and they put it in this fucking box. And,
which is the smartest thing to do. They like immediately I was like, well, what are they gonna do to an undead dude? They like without even a split second, chop, the head comes off, they put it in a box, and I was like, these guys really mean business. These guys are not fucking around.
They're not playing. So yeah, right before they cut his head off, he touches unluck chick, right? Head gets cut off, and she's like, that wasn't the unlucky part.
That wasn't it.
And that's when the electric comes down. It pops open the case. Yeah. He spawns his fucking head back. Super cool fight that happens. They're about to lose. She gives him a fucking kiss. And then a meteor comes out of the sky.
Meteor.
And that's when he's like, oh, go ahead.
We gotta fuck.
Yeah.
There's a moment where he's walking towards her before the kiss, and then he pulls that shard of glass out of his brain. He's I've been alive for so long that if I don't leave this in, all the memories flood and I go manic.
Yeah.
And he pulls it out and goes fucking insane.
Yeah. And he literally gets Super Saiyan fucking hair, dude.
Yes.
Like, he pulls it out, and now he knows how to fight. His hair goes fucking Super Saiyan. It is... Ooh, dude, he gets a power-up from pulling glass out of his brain.
Yeah.
They just took every cool, like, shonen thing, and they made it the most unique thing I've ever seen. Yep. Ever. It's awesome.
And the fight scenes are so fucking cool, and it's also fucking hilarious. So they're like,
it's actually
hitting
funny.
Everything right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the show's actually he's naked like 80% of the fucking episode, dude.
He's naked, I forget, because the first time he dies when he spawns, and he spawns back naked.
Yep,
and they do the little scribbly marks over his dick.
Yeah, but they make it look like a loincloth.
They make it swing, dude.
It's so good, bro.
Oh, the show is so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it has action, it has unique shit, it has beautiful
Mm-hmm.
art, beautiful animation, and it fucking it's actually funny. The jokes actually
Yeah.
land, unlike Konosuba where this shit is funny if you're like, you know, one of those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, first episode was good. You don't watch the second episode?
I have not yet.
Okay. Well, second episode, um we run into more people, but it's a different organization, I think. I'm not sure.
Okay.
They run into people with powers. So other
Okay.
negators. And then so this is when we find out there is a table of 10 of these people and you don't get killed or get what's the word? Like sought after, like they don't try to capture you and
Oh,
you're kind
okay.
of exempt from like experiments and shit if you're a part of these
Because you're
10.
like part of. Okay. Because you're
Yeah.
like part of the fucking superhero club now at
Pretty
this point.
much, except instead of superhero, they're like, if we give you missions, you go do them, we don't capture you. We don't even come after you. You can
Suicide
just
Squad.
do it. It's literally Suicide
Yeah.
Squad. Yeah.
Okay.
So we find out that, and then him and the girl they're like driving off to go do some shit. And then they get jumped on by these two other negator guys. And then they have this really fucking sick fight where he's like trying to figure out what their powers are. And then he like names them based off their powers. So like the one dude,
Okay.
he just takes away like your movement. Or not
Mhm.
your movement, your ability to avoid things.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, so like
See, this is what I mean about like unique shit. They're just
yeah,
like, ah,
yeah. So he
smart.
does that and they're like he's like fighting him and shit. And dude, I'm not going to say everything that happens, but I'm going to tell you this one part because it's so fucking stupid and so cool. All right? So he can't avoid his attacks, right? So they're just
Right.
beating the shit out of each other, okay? And then at one point, he knows the second dude looks at him. That's when, like, the power hits. So he bites his
Yeah.
finger and then points it at him like a gun. And then the dude looks at him. So he can't fucking move to avoid this attack because he's swinging at him, right? Which makes him stop.
Mm-hmm.
And since he bit his finger, it's already loose a little bit. And he just says, parts bullet. And then shoots his
Don't.
fucking finger.
It shoots his finger.
Dude. And it goes straight through dude's head. It's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
It's so fucking
Did,
cool.
did he pull the glass out for this fight or no?
No, he did not. No
Okay,
glass.
I
is
was
pulled
worried.
out.
Episode 1 they took it out, and then
Yeah.
I was slightly worried they were gonna just start doing it. But if they're not, because I really like who he is when he's got the glass in.
Yeah.
I didn't want them to overuse it, but
Yeah,
they're
his
doing
big
it right.
fucking cheesy grin, dude. It's just good. He's just a cool, fun character. And then also on episode 2, we ended episode 1 with him like, well, I'm gonna fuck you because that's what's gonna make me die, and I really want to die.
Yep.
Well, then she tells him, she's like, that's not how it works. It's really like based on how much I like a person. He's like, okay, so I'm gonna make you fall in love with me, and then we're gonna fuck, and then I'm gonna die.
God damn.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's like, if you fuck me now, I will hate you forever. She's like, and then nothing will happen. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and you get like a little backstory on how she thinks this, and she's not just lying,
Okay. Little cat and mouse game. I like it. I like it.
Yep, some cool shit happens at the
anime.
end of the episode. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
You haven't seen it yet, but it definitely leads into the next shit that's gonna happen, and it's fucking cool. Basically, they want to be in the seats now, right? They want to be part of the 10, so then nobody's fucking with them.
Absolutely.
So that's now
sense.
the end goal, and then shit happens. Show is great. This is the best thing I've watched this week.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should go watch this. It's on Hulu, which kind of sucks. I hate that anime is only in certain spots. Like, just can we put everything on Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Like, that's the
Right.
anime fucking platform.
It's the hub.
Yeah. It's unreal.
Get it together.
Yeah, go watch Undead Unluck. And if you don't have Crunchyroll, then, you can go find it, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Go figure it out. All right, PJ, tell me about 16-bit sensation. I'm pretty sure you didn't like this at all last time.
So I didn't really. I wasn't hot on it, but I decided I should give it another shot. I shouldn't be so too quick to it. If we remember, she was sent back into the future where she's from. She goes back to her shitty job, and then for whatever reason, she's trying to figure out how to go back in time because she liked it better back then. She tries to figure it out. A dog steals another one of those games that the old lady from the game shop gave her, and she went chasing after the dog. For whatever reason, the fucking dog licked it, and the label came undone. And she ran up to it, she grabbed it, and she opened it, and then it sent her back in time again.
Okay.
Except this time, it's 4 years into the future from the first time she went back. So I don't know what it was. Maybe it was 1993. Now it's 1997, right?
Okay, so I was
She goes
7
back
years
to that
old.
same-
I know we bitched about this last time. I am old, dude. We went back. We're doing
Yeah.
shit back in time to where I was 7.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I would have been 4.
Yeah, that's insane.
So she goes back, and she goes back to that same place she was before because she really liked all the people. They're like, hey, where the fuck have you been? You've been gone for 4 years. So she tries to explain it. She's like, I don't know how else to say it like I did last time. I'm from the future, guys. Yeah, I told you this last time. I don't know how this all works, but I'm back. Can I have a job again? They're like, I don't fucking know. We couldn't even pay you last time you ran away so quick. So they said, the dude, the main programmer who's making their shit, the game, he ran off. He said he does not like Windows and he refuses to use it because he wants to be stuck in the Stone Age back when people loved computers. So they sent her on this mission to go get him, and she's supposed to bring him back, and then they'll give her a job. Whatever. Kind of dumb. It's just this back and forth teenage high school drama. It's the same as everything else with a little time travel. I don't see how I can keep watching it.
I mean, we've said that before, PJ.
I know it. I wrote one line.
Yeah.
One line from my explanation of this episode. It's just it's pretty average. Pretty fucking average.
All right. Sounds kind of miserable. Talk to me about...
Sounds about right.
Yeah. About Kengan Ashura. You're still watching that.
Okay. So
you made me watch you made me watch the first episode.
You and Harris.
Holy piss, that was bad.
Yeah, so I'm done with this one for sure. This is my notes literally is 2 words. Baki, dude.
Yeah.
Baki, I mean, outside of like maybe the second half of this last season, right? Baki bad. I don't know how else to explain it. Kengan Ashura also bad. Would it make entertaining writing? Sure. It would, because it's dumb. But overall, the story makes no sense. They over-explain everything we don't need to know. And it's, honestly, the fights, not that good.
Yeah, it sounds literally like Baki.
It's Baki. It's Baki, but someone used less lines.
Yeah.
They just put less shading on their faces.
Put less lines, dude. It's cheap Baki.
And I can't remember. There's one part where I was watching it. So all of these major companies, they decide they're going to go up against each other. So they open it up to like 150 companies. They say, all right, send your best fucking person, and we're going to start the Kengan matches, and we're going to fight to be the president of the Kengan Corporation, or what the fuck ever. Who gives a shit, right? It's just a reason to start a tournament. So they take 150 people. The top 28 are guaranteed to be in the match. The other fucking who knows how many have to then fucking duke it out. They put them all on a shipping, like a freight liner in the middle of the ocean, and they put them in a giant cage.
Of course.
And they tell them, all right, the last 5 people standing, those are the ones who are part of it. So, of course, they start one-punching motherfuckers all over the place. We don't get a great highlight of any of the other 5 people. Like, you remember in Hell's Paradise? Like, we saw people fighting and, like, really destroying people right there in that beginning. We don't even get that here.
No.
There's, like, pop, you fall like fucking cardboard. Then we get to, there's an American guy, and I can't remember his first name. I think it's, like, Clarence Foreman or something, but they had to do it, dude. They put George Foreman in the fucking show, and they gave him not a superpower, but a power, the ability to fucking use his legs to turn himself into a human torpedo that doesn't stop until he hits another fixture.
Yeah.
And he's going through all this, and of course, the main guy, I can't even remember his name because it doesn't matter. The main guy is like, yeah, I remember this certain, like, technique. It's kind of bitch made because all you do is turn yourself into an impenetrable wall. And then he does nothing. He just puts an arm up and he goes like, eh. And then he blocks the dude and it knocks him out. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. People shouldn't watch this. I mean, no, you shouldn't.
You were trying to find out. You're like, well, maybe. No, never mind. Never mind.
And now that I'm saying all this, they're going to make us watch it.
People like it, though. People
I put it up on our last vote.
People like Baki, dude. Like, Baki's... Yeah. Like, what you just explained is Baki.
It's Baki.
Okay. Sounds like ass. Not gonna watch it until our Patreons make us, which they will, because they fucking hate us.
Yeah. And that first episode was rough.
It's so rough, dude.
It was rough. It felt like it was an hour long.
It felt unbelievably long. Like, I know I hate an anime when I'm like clicking to like see how much time I have left. Oh, also didn't get to say it. Undead Unluck, the opening is a fucking banger, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
It slaps so hard. I love it.
It's so good. The whole show, packaged up, bow tie on top. I can't wait to put that up for a vote and then tell our Patreons that they have to vote for it. And if they don't, I'll quit.
Well, see, they're going to make us watch Kengan Ashura to watch Undead Unluck.
They're going to make us watch all 3 fucking seasons.
In a row, dude. I'll quit. I'll be like, somebody else could take over, dude. I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, GG.
All right, let's talk about Shangri-La Frontier. You watched episodes 4 and 5?
Yes, it did.
All right, and I watched episode 6. So go ahead and tell me your thoughts on 4 and 5.
So I got through the second town. He has that bunny that he's chasing that opens up a door to the bunny world.
Yep.
And he goes in there and he starts having a weird conversation because he's covered in shit in the wolf's marking or whatever. The wolf pissed on him or some shit. Yeah. So while he's in there, he meets the boss bunny.
Dude.
The boss bunny is
gangster.
He thinks he's about to fight him.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like a Fat Joe bunny right there.
Dude, it's the Yakuza bunny. It is the coolest, it's the coolest bunny design I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like the pipe and everything, bro.
The pipe.
Yeah.
Was he wearing a chain too? I felt like he was wearing a chain.
I think he was wearing a chain.
Something
and he had the scar on his eye, so it was
had a bad
blind.
Eye.
Dude.
Yeah.
Sick fucking gangster bunny.
Gangster as fuck. So then he is sent out into the world, and he puts that fucking bunny necklace on him, and he's like, all right, now, he's like, you're pretty good. So we're going to need you to struggle a little bit. So you're going to take half.
Yeah, he gets less XP, but there's a benefit too.
Yeah, there's a buff to it.
Yeah, there's a buff.
I can't remember what it was.
I think it's like 20% to all stats or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like positive, negative. He's going to gain levels slower, which is not good because he's already low level. Yeah.
Yeah. He gets out of there and people see him talking to this bunny and they start taking pictures, posting on the forums, and they're like, what the fuck's going on? I'm a new person. How do I get a talking bunny? And everybody loses their shit. Who the fuck is this guy? He's probably cheating. He then starts deciding he's like, well, people are going to start coming from town 1 to town 2, so I can't stay here long. It's going to get crowded. I got to move on to fucking town 3. Let's go fight the fucking mud digger thing, and let's go fight that. And I remember you talking about him moving slow in the mud.
Yeah.
Shit was pretty funny. Shit was pretty funny. So.
Yeah, because his whole thing is speed, and the digger thing is just fucking... He's just like, you can't move, dude.
The digger pops up, and he looks at the stats, and he checks it out, and he's like, great, the perfect thing to fight someone with only agility.
Yep.
So they fight, and then they get to, he beats it. The NPC beats it. The little bunny does. Let's get real. He fucking sucked it up.
I love too how like after they beat it, he's like, man, I kind of bitch made letting the bunny fight for me, bro.
Yeah,
I can't be doing that shit no more, baby. It's only 1-on-1s from now on.
Yeah,
I love it. It's like real, like it's real gamer mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's that fucking chud. It's me. It's like 1v1, Final Destination, no items.
Why do we do it?
No time limit. Because we hate ourselves. That's why. I do it in every fucking
on the
game.
hardest difficulty.
Like
to who? I'm never gonna tell anybody I beat this game
No.
on the hardest mode.
No.
It'll never come up.
And then when you tell your friends,
they
they don't give a shit. Nobody fucking cares.
They don't even play it.
You're not doing it for yourself, that's for sure. Like every Dark Souls game I play, I beat every boss with no summons. It's just me 1-on-1. When they're there, the summons are there to use. Just do it. I never do.
Yeah.
I never do.
Nope, I gotta save that. I gotta save that for the bigger boss.
I don't want to use it because
that never comes.
Yeah, I gotta beat it myself because I ain't no bitch. I don't need help.
Oh, I did like during the fight that the digger used kind of a practical way to beat him or attempt to beat him. Is that it just goes on the ground, it knocks you way up in the air, and it uses fall damage to kill you because it doesn't have a real way to hurt you. And I thought that was pretty funny. They get to town 3. The bunny now turns into a bunny girl.
Of course.
And she can only be bunny girl for so long, and they're trying to get through the front gates.
Thank God, dude.
Yeah.
Thank God that bunny girl can't be bunny girl forever. It's just like a way to mask it's a bunny. I'm like, okay, here we go. We got the lolly fucking animal girl now.
I was like, can we see an ID? Can we ID check? Do you have a school library card, bitch? Can we see what grade you're in? Sick. Yeah, it was not about the bunny girl, but then they start people start figuring out who he is, and now he's forced into fighting higher level people because they want to figure out what the fuck he's been doing, and he's not answering any questions.
Yeah. Yeah, the PvP guild shows up. The PKers, if you will. So I watched the episode after that because that episode kind of ends with the second in command of the PK clan shows up, and she's like, I'm gonna fucking murder you, bro. Turns out they know each other from a different game. They're like well versed. Yeah. So they're already like kind of rivals. Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
You learn about that shit. They do their big fight. More PKers show up. A bunch of fight. It's honestly, this whole episode is just a big fight that happens.
Is it?
But the only thing that matters is his fucking girlfriend finally finds him.
Yes, dude.
That's all that matters, dude. Yeah, she comes in at the end, and it's really fucking cool. I don't really want to say too much about it. But
I never thought I would care about them actually finding each other because I'm like, this little dumb love story thing going on here.
Yeah.
But I want it so fucking bad.
Yeah, because this one's actually a cute one. A cute one that isn't boring, because it's this cute, dumb teenage love story, but it's wrapped around this cool like video game world,
Right.
Which is fine. And I'm not trying to shit on people who like the cute love story animes. It's just usually not my thing. I like some of them, but
most of them fucking suck.
Most of them are just the same exact thing. Like there's a little bit of drama, and then in the end they still fall for each other, and that's 90% of them, dude. But episode 6 was really good. The show is still super strong. I like it a lot. Everything about it is fun. I still really like how I know we always say we don't like when death is meaningless, but it feels different in this show because it's a video game, and in most video game
Yeah.
MMO type shows, it's the opposite. They're like, if you die in the game, you
Hmm.
die in real life, and it's not like that.
Right.
So like, what's really the consequence? It's kind of cool.
I felt like they did a good job though of talking about it and explaining it, because why would we care if he didn't care,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and he cares.
Because if he cares a lot, because
Yeah,
he's like, I gotta do this, I gotta be the best. I play shitty games and I gotta do it all on my own. So like, if he didn't care, it wouldn't matter and it would be a trash show because there's no stakes into it. But they do a
yeah,
good job.
yeah, they do a great job. Yeah, I would say this is number two for, or actually maybe three. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'll
Yeah.
talk about it. I mean, fuck, I'll talk about it right now.
Do
So
it.
I watched a show called Blue Eye Samurai. It's a Netflix show. Oh, Shangri-La Frontier you could watch on Crunchyroll. I watched Blue Eye
Hmm.
Samurai. It's another Netflix anime, but it's not like, I think it's made in America because it's like the animation style is kind of weird. It's 3D, so a lot of the 3D
You can,
haters
yeah.
is gonna hate it,
Hmm.
which is fine. But it's I think it's a really cool style because it's 3D, but all the textures on the models and even the backgrounds, it all looks painted. So it has this
Okay.
really like weird Pixar-y type of CG in
Is
it.
it kind of like a watercolor paint kind of color stuff, or is it a little bit more
No, not
rigid than that? Like,
watercolor.
how
It's
flowy is it?
it's a little more
You know?
rigid. I will say like the backgrounds, the full 2D backgrounds or even like some
Hmm.
3D elements are fucking amazing. Like we had this one
Okay.
there's this one scene where she's just walking and there's snow falling and you can hear the snow falling. And I wear
Okay.
headphones and it's just awesome.
Yeah.
It looks so fucking cool.
Yeah.
So this is a show about Japan back in the day when they closed all their borders, right? There was only Japanese people. They didn't see any foreigners. And if you were white, you were not right, baby. You were the white devil. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the proper response.
The
Let's
proper
be real.
response, yeah. So like if you had any white blood in you and those eyes got a little too wide, you were getting made
Yeah.
fun of. You were getting called the
You're a
fucking
muggle.
Onryo, the fucking demon, mixed blood, half blood. You're getting called all that shit.
Hell yeah.
And our story follows this little girl. She is one of these. Her dad was white, mom was not. I don't remember what happened to her parents. I think they died. And
Okay.
yeah, she's an outcast. All this shit happens. Eventually, she meets up with this dude who's a blacksmith. He's blind, so he can't see her. So she
Okay.
just kind of lives with him, and he takes care of her, and yeah, she grows up
Did
there. Go ahead.
Did you watch this in English dub or did you watch it in
So it's only
sub?
English.
Oh, okay.
Like
Did
even
she?
even the mouths are they speak English. So
Okay.
yeah.
When she was around the blind blacksmith, did she try and, how do I say this? Uh, sound a little more Japanesey. You know what I mean? Like
No.
she tried to pepper it in a
She
little bit
tried to
heavier.
pepper it in. No,
Like she's
not
like,
at
please
all.
don't catch me. Can't let
No.
them know I'm a circled eyed half
A
white.
fucking demon, yeah. No, so I only watched episodes 1 and 2. Um, the story just kind of follows the samurai around, the Blue Eye Samurai, and really,
Okay.
it's the first 2 episodes. So you're just getting backstory. You learn about her getting picked on and shunned and everything, and pretty much getting her fucking ass beat as a little
Mhm.
kid. She goes with the blacksmith. Turns out this is going to be a revenge anime, right?
Okay.
So whoever
Okay.
did her parents in, that's what she's going after. Turns out
Fair
it's
enough.
4 white dudes. They're like the 4 bosses of this world are these white dudes, and she's gonna go fucking murder them. Yeah,
Dope.
dope, dope,
Get him,
dude.
dude.
Get them.
What
Uh,
year are we in?
it
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter, dude. Kill all the whites. Yeah, man. Honestly, dude, this is a close one for number 2 cuz Undead Unluck is easily number 1. I don't know if I
Mhm.
like this more or if I like uh Shangri-La Frontier more. Cuz
They
this show
they
is
put in this. They put in the snow sound.
they put in the snow sound. It's really good. It's like it's like
That kind
little
of slaps.
I don't even know how to explain it, dude. It slaps.
I know. But you did a and I heard snow.
Yeah,
Whether I heard it,
you heard it.
I know exactly the noise
But the show
for
is
us northern
super
folk.
super adult themed though. Like very adult as
Okay.
in you see appendages get cut off. There is
Hell yeah.
copious amounts of blood. You see full on meat, brother, like dick meat. Like
Dick me.
like before you see any titties, bro, you see a whole dude's dick.
Hold
And
on. There's
this
titties too,
and there's titties.
dude. This is you're
And-
questioning this being your number 2 or
And
not?
there's not just titties. There's full on push, bro. There's the clam sandwich,
I'm watching
dog.
this show. This is Netflix.
This is Netflix.
Yo, what up, Netflix?
What up, Netflix?
You got me subscribed for another 2 years.
Yeah. So aside from all the tits and meat, the story I think is just really good. Like it's really well done. It's a really good like they do this build up of like how she starts training right by working with the
Yeah.
blacksmith, which makes her know how swords work, and then she watches the people that come by the swords test them, which she starts seeing how they train,
Oh,
and then she
starts
starts
learning.
training. So you get that whole backstory,
yeah.
and then you see her start the journey. And when she's doing the journey, she meets up with this dude in a I don't know what it's like a fucking restaurant, whatever they're called. I don't know what
Okay.
they're called back in the day, dude. There's food that they serve. And this dude is getting shit on by his dad and by the people that he's serving, and he has no fucking hands, dude.
The no hands kid.
Yeah. And he's he's
okay,
a little
so-
tizzy. He talks
Yeah.
a lot, bro.
Diesel posted a little portion of your watch along, so
Yeah.
I watched it,
Yeah.
and I couldn't. I was wondering. I was like, is it this one? Is it the dude with no fucking hands?
It's a dude with no hands.
Hell yeah, dude.
So
how are
he's-
they even being rude to him?
They're so mean to him. The dude, his dad keeps calling him a simpleton. I'm like, bro, he's trying his best, dog. Leave him
Yeah.
alone. But I love that guy. He's fucking super wholesome. Like he just wants to help out this girl. And nobody knows she's a girl, by the way. It's kind of like Mulan. This show is a mix of Mulan and Kill Bill because it's a good revenge story. But it's like
Yes.
since it's the olden times, women are kind of looked as like a second type of
Right.
human. Like they're not really, like you can't go anywhere unless you have a husband with you. So
Right.
she just is like, I'm a dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm only on episode 2. The fights are fucking phenomenal. They're so good, dude. Every time they
Sounds fucking
fight, it's a
cool.
treat. And I can't wait to watch more.
Yeah, fighting and fucking.
A lot of
That's-
fighting, a lot of fucking.
That one's it's bringing me back.
And it's just like I said,
Oh.
it's just a well-paced story, you know? It's like a nice sip of a good whiskey. Also, they play the Kill Bill music, and that shit had me hyped as fuck. Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
I was so hyped.
yeah.
When the training montage happened, they played the Kill Bill music, and I started fucking. I was like, that's the music, dude?
They did it.
They did it. Yeah, everybody go watch Blue Eye Samurai. All right, let's
I'm
do.
gonna.
Let's do the one I wanted to watch that I didn't get to watch. Let's do Pluto. You watched episode 1.
Oh, Pluto. Fuck, this one's kind of hot at the moment, actually.
Yeah.
It has got an 8.71 on my anime list. It is done by Studio M2, but here's kind of the catch, is that each episode was produced with an assistant studio. So they did it different almost every one except for 2 of them, which I'll point out that episode 5 and 6 both have assistant studio as Mappa. So I'm not
Okay.
quite sure. I've only watched the first episode. I don't know if as you go through the different 8 episodes, if you're going to see slight variations of the animation style or not. But so far, I'm pretty fucking pumped for it.
Okay.
Anyway, Pluto follows a robot detective in his attempts to solve the case of a string of robot and human deaths around the world where all the victims have objects shoved or positioned by their heads imitating horns. The case becomes more puzzling when evidence suggests a robot is responsible for the murders, which would make it the first time a robot has killed a human in 8 years. All 7 of the great robots of the world, the most scientifically advanced, which had the potential to become weapons of mass destruction, seem to be the killer's targets. So he's going after the top dogs of the shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
And he's also going after the humans who are connected to preserving the international robot laws, which grant robots equal rights. Apparently, whoever the fuck's doing this doesn't want it. So, you mentioned that you're like, oh, I was gonna watch the first episode of Pluto, but you decided to watch the first episode of Shangri-La.
Yeah.
The first episode of Pluto is an hour and 11 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't know what Netflix is on, bro. Same with Blue Eye Samurai.
No idea, dude.
Blue Eye Samurai's first episode, maybe all of them, it's an hour long.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that.
I
PJ,
didn't know I was watching 4 episodes of One Piece right now.
this was the first. So, Blue Eye Samurai, I was like, fuck it, it's 4 a.m. Nobody's up. I'm going to do a watch along, right, with the Patreons.
Yeah.
So, I recorded that. Did not know it was an hour when I started it. Dude, I was like 30 minutes in. I'm like, how long is this?
You fucked it, dude.
And then I scrolled down. I'm like, is this an hour? Yeah, Netflix is on some shit.
Yeah, they are. So it starts off with, okay, the detective, he's called into work. We find out later on that he is this superhuman-looking robot who has, he's special in a couple ways, but not in others. I mean, he just looks like he's a human. He goes into work as a detective. He goes to this crime scene. He pretty much, like, can instantly fucking like see what's going on and tell the other human detectives what the fuck's up. They chase down this guy who is expected to be the killer because he ran away from the crime scene or the general vicinity. He then attacked a human police officer and a robot cop. So he attacked him and completely destroyed the robot cop. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? Normal people can't just fucking destroy these things. So he chased down this guy. Turns out he's on like this fucking drug that makes him like super enhanced. Not super, but enough to smash a robot. He takes him into custody and he takes the robot cop's memory chip back to his wife robot. And he's like, hey, I brought his memory chip back. You can have his memories. Like, it's a little weird, but it's like, whatever, you're a robot if you want to see what he was up to, because the robots are super emotional because they all have AI. So I thought it was about to get real weird, and I almost hoped it was gonna, but it didn't. He was like, do you want me to insert the chip? And she was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Puts it in me. I thought he was going to fucking shove it right where the sun should shine.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. She just takes a seat. He slips it in the back of her neck. Whatever, dude.
Good.
Could
you imagine how inefficient it would be if robots were like, yeah, you got to put the flash drive in, bro. Put the thumb drive in, and they have to bend over and spread their fucking cheeks. Yeah. Like, all right, and you know how you do the thing with the thumb drive where you're like, oh shit, and you gotta flip it, you gotta look at it and flip it,
blow it. See, that's the problem though. Is if we were designing robots, that's how we would do it.
Yeah, because we're disgusting. And instead of having the clit, it would just be a little flashlight that pops out, so you can see where the where the hard drive goes in.
Oh fuck. So he puts the shit in her. She starts freaking the fuck out. And he's like, ah, shit, let me take it out because you're freaking. You can't just fucking fry your brain over trying to see his shit. And then she breaks through it. She's okay. And then she looks into the last moments of his life, and she sees this little tiny dot up in the sky towards the apartment building of where that person was just murdered, and she sees it looks like a robot. He almost identified that thing as a robot. And that's why the police robot actually got killed, was because he had his eye off the ball. He wasn't focused on the dude, he was focused on the thing flying in the air. So we're going through it. We're figuring it out. It starts unraveling. He goes to see the first robot who ever killed an actual human, that robot 8 years ago, and that robot is fucking sick, dude. That thing's fucking cool. He sounds cool. He looks cool. It's super dark and fucking freaky. And then we spend the next fucking 45 minutes with a wartime robot and this blind musician.
Okay. It's a fucking flip.
Trying to explain, like watching it, and I was like, how do I, this shit, the fucking transition was terrible, honestly, because I had no idea I was watching the same show at this point. But we get this robot, he's with the musician. Musician's like trying to figure out how to finish his final symphony he's probably ever gonna write in his life, or whatever the fuck it is, his musical score. And this wartime robot is trying to help him, but the guy hates robots for whatever reason. He's like, you're fucking artificial, bro.
Yeah.
You can't fucking make music. You're just code. You're not even real. Nothing's fucking real. And he starts kicking over music equipment and freaking the fuck out.
Nothing's real!
Nothing's real, dude.
What the fuck?
Eventually, they grow close and, you know, they have a fucking thing. And then the robot killer shows up in the area, and this thing fucking takes off like a nuclear bomb. The biggest fucking problem I have with this whole episode is we don't even get to see the fight between the robot killer and this giant fucking robot of mass destruction. Kind of a miss. But
Okay.
it's the feelings are there.
Yeah.
The animation is there.
Yeah. Yeah, the
voice
animation looked
actors all
really
great.
good.
Everything, like, it's hard to find things to pick through that's really bad about this. I think, I mean, in 8 episodes, I think, well, obviously in hour-long episodes, they're going to cover a lot. And if there are 7 of these fucking things that are targeted, and we got 8 episodes, episode 1, the first one's dead.
Okay.
So he flies up in the sky to fight this thing, and the musician, and maybe that's why they didn't show us. It's because he's blind anyways.
Yeah.
And he couldn't see the fight, so why would they show us the fight? They wanted us to feel what he was feeling. Because the fucking robot up in the sky as he's dying is humming the final piece to, like, his symphony. And he can hear him humming it up in the sky. And then eventually there's a big explosion and it stops. And the old dude's just, like, calling out to him, like, I can't remember his name, like, M2, just come home. M2, M2, come home. And fucking, it's kind of sad. It's pretty fucking sad. Episode 1 is pretty good. I think they do a pretty good job. It looks fucking cool. They set up our main character pretty fucking quickly. They don't waste a bunch of time on backstory with him because we don't fucking need it. He's a tired fucking detective. That's all you need to know. Except he's a tired robot. It's pretty cool.
And yeah, the only thing I've heard about Pluto is it's supposed to be a retelling of Astro Boy. If anybody's watched Astro Boy,
okay,
it's supposed to be something to do with that shit. So I don't know. I never watched Astro Boy, so I don't know the similarities or not. But I think eventually that's gonna be like the main shit happening. And I have seen like on the cover of the fucking show and everything, it is just straight up fucking Astro Boy.
Yeah, I saw that looking at the cover panel in Netflix.
Yeah.
So that must be the guy going around killing all the fucking things then?
Yeah, I think so.
But that seems pretty fucking dark. I thought Astro Boy was a cool dude.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe it was fucking dark and we just don't know.
Maybe. I'm gonna watch episode 2 and I'll fucking report back.
All right, talk to me about Shy. I did not watch anymore. So,
you know, Shy. You know who I don't like?
Who?
You. Because you know what? And hear me out. You know what the problem is? Is that I watched all of what was the show about
Don't even know
the
it.
girl who was really voicey? What was
Don't
her
even
name?
know it. The fucking Whisper Girl.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's called Whisper Girl.
Nope, I got it. It's coming. What is it?
Come
My
on.
Happy Marriage. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's so good I forgot. So My Happy Marriage. I got so much fucking shit for like saying it was even kind of good, dude. I got pushed down 6 feet under. And then Cody's like, Shiz, I get it. She's like, it's coming of age, blah, blah, blah. Let me suck my own dick. Because this is the same shit.
Is it?
I'm 4 episodes in. She's still the same hoe. So, okay.
Is it?
So
She's trying to get better. She's trying to get better.
Yeah, so isn't My Happy Marriage,
No,
brother.
she's not.
So isn't
this
that
is her
one.
in My
Yes,
Happy Marriage. Oh, I want to fucking die because my life is bad. Shy's she's just shy, dude.
Shit, dude.
No, it's
She's
not,
just
dude.
shy. Dude,
It's not the same thing, dude.
whatever.
It ain't the same.
Anywho, Shy and her friend go on a date. That was pretty fucking dumb. Some boy gets lost from his parents, and her friend like takes her back, finds the kid's parents, and is like, "Yeah, I saved this kid's life or some shit." Anywho, Spirit, the girl who wears he's basically Shimonetta but grown up, who's got the fucking underwear on her face.
Yep.
She summons her and her friend up to HQ. And they both go up there. Fucking kind of pointless. The friend goes with, but of course the friend goes with. Of course it does. They both go up there. They waste my 20 minutes of life talking through the scenario she survived through, and they're trying to figure out why it was different from any other and how they were able to get the ring off of her finger where other people were not. There's this dude that shows up, and his name is Stardust, and he's a super strong fucking superhero. They're talking about it, and Shy's like, well, how did you save your friend? You said you saved your friend. And he's like, I cut his fucking arm off. What are you talking about? Why would I do anything? It's fucking right there. Just cut it off. No big deal. And she's like, that's fucked. You're a fucked up kind of dude. Also, the Russian chick is there too, so that's pretty dope. I really like the Russian chick.
Yeah, she's the best.
So they decide they got to figure out if Shy is really strong enough to maintain Japan and keep it safe from this fucking demon kid walking around whispering sweet nothings.
Mm-hmm.
So they take him into a training room where she has to fight Stardust. Our Russian bitch is like, no, she's not ready. So he's like, well, if she can't lay one blow on me, she can't hit me once, then she shouldn't be a superhero, and she'll never be one, and we'll take her powers away from her right now if she can't do it.
Shit, okay.
Little stakes are on.
Little stakes.
You can imagine through the power of love and feeling, she lands a single blow on him and everything's fine.
Yep.
It was nothing special, nothing worth reporting home about. It ends with them going back down to the ground, and Shy vows to become a strong hero and never cry again. Fucking dumb.
Yeah, it sounds...
That's exactly where I was worried it was going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have taken a turn after the scene in the hospital where that kid showed up and everything got a little dark. It could have gone a cooler way. But I feel like this is trying to be more of like a wholesome,
Yeah. It's like, trying to stick to their audience, 9-year-old girls.
Yeah. You can do it. Okay, dude. First of all, we were both hot on the first couple episodes, so I don't want to hear shit, all right? I didn't watch this one.
They kind of get you.
They kind of get you, dude. How dare you? How dare you? I'm going to start...
Make you feel a little bad.
I'm going to play the last fucking episode we had and just make you listen to yourself praise it. You piece of shit.
Oh, man.
All right.
That's why I gotta keep watching, man.
Keep watching. All right, I'll go next. I watched the first 2 episodes of Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. Also on Netflix, man. A lot of Netflix anime.
A lot of Netflix.
This I don't think is an anime because it's just full American shit. It's based off a video game. Blood Dragon was like a Far Cry DLC thing.
Okay.
And I guess they just made it a show because it was fucking crazy. It's cool, like 90s, like fucking cyberpunk type shit, you know? Like their fucking cell phones they're using are the giant brick cell phones, but they have flying cars. Yeah. That shit, I love that type of cyberpunk.
I like that mix.
Yeah. It's so cool.
Yeah.
So I watched the first 2 episodes. It's literally a fever dream watching this show. Cause it's just everywhere, dude. They have a talk show. The talk show host is just Rayman. It's literally just Rayman, and he's telling you the news and shit. And they live in a dystopian world where, like, everybody has a basic income that they can take away or give you while making you do shit. And it's funny because it's called UBIs, which is the Ubisoft bucks. So, like...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's literally all video game terminology. Like, the whole show just sprinkles this video game shit in. So, yeah, you follow these 2 dudes at the beginning. You follow... what's his fucking name? Something Laserhawk. I forget his... It doesn't matter. His last name's Laserhawk. That's sick as fuck. Yeah. And you follow him and his partner. It's this other super buff dude. I don't remember his name either. But they're doing... stunt shit, you know, cool fucking, we gotta steal this thing from the corporations so we can break free and fight the corporations. You know, your typical, you know, fuck big corp shit. And then you get to the end of that first episode. Turns out dude's boyfriend was bad guy all along.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. It's really standard, but I will say the animation is fucking super dope. It's super quick. Yeah, I really, really like the style of it. The story is it's just such a weird story. Because it goes from this, like, we're trying to fuck Big Corpo to then this revenge story, right? Where you're like, oh, of course it had to go that way. But then at the end of the second episode... This dude gets the dude who God, I wish I could remember his name. Laserhawk's boyfriend that betrayed him has a weapon now that can open portals to other dimensions. Okay, so your second episode starts off with Laserhawk. His boyfriend just betrayed him. He got knocked out. He wakes up in this fucking facility with a bunch of other people, and now it's a Suicide Squad show. Because she's like, and Cody Rhodes is in it, who's a wrestler. Dude, it's just so fucking, it's such a weird fucking show, dude. And like, she walks in and she's like, all right, there's 3 rules to be a part of this squad. And then Cody Rhodes is like, all right, let's go. And he starts running and she blows his head up. And she's like, all right, let's start on rule number 3. You all have bombs in your head. Don't do that. Yeah, so they're part of the Suicide Squad. They have to do everything she says, blah, blah, blah. They need to go get this weapon. Episode ends with dude shooting a portal in the sky and says, it's time for chaos to happen. And do you know what do you know what the rabbits are? The rabbits? No? You've never seen them? Rayman and the rabid rabbits or some shit like that? Well, there's these, like, weird bunny-looking things. He opens a portal, and they look like fucking bunny titans from Attack on Titan. They step out of the portal, and they're huge, and they got fucking rolls everywhere, and they're giant dripping teeth, and they look disgusting. And that's really where the episode ends. Not yet. I stopped on episode 2.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get to watch. I was kind of falling asleep at work watching this episode. So episode 2, I don't really know a lot that happened. I remember the first part is when the Suicide Squad shit happens. And then I remember the end when he opens up the portal. What happened in between there? I don't know, dude.
Who knows?
They were.
It don't
They were.
matter.
All I remember is waking
It's
up from
Suicide
time to
Squad.
time. They're fighting, trying to get the weapon back. That's all I remember.
Okay.
But yeah, it really weird. I really like how weird it is. I'm gonna rewatch episode 2 so I get a better handle on what's happening. But if they go like all the way with this fucking portal to other dimensions and just bring in all these other video game things, that'd be kind of cool. Especially because I know all that
Yeah.
shit.
You think it helps knowing all that stuff going into this versus?
I don't think it
coming in-
matters. I don't think it matters.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like just know when you're watching it. I can't and put enough emphasis on how weird everything is. Like part of the Suicide Squad, one of them is a frog in the Assassin's Creed garb, and he's an assassin from a different dimension, and all he wants to do is murder shit. But it's just a fucking frog. Like,
So it's.
yeah, dude, it's so weird explaining the show.
Does he even fight anybody?
Yeah, dude, he murders the fuck
He
out of
does?
people. Like
yeah.
he's cutting throats and shit, dude. It's super violent.
Oh,
Show is very bloody, very gory. They say fuck a whole bunch. Fuck is one of their favorite
that's what
words.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude, very adult themed. Pretty good. I think you should watch it just to see how insane it is. I'm hoping
I'm
it
probably gonna.
stays consistent. I want it to even go more off the rails at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like just
Absolutely.
keep going crazy, baby. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Captain Laserhawk. Talk to me about Animusha. This is one I seen on Netflix that I looked at it and I was like, I don't want to watch that, so I didn't. But you did.
So mine from Netflix also started with a little bit of a snowflakey thing.
Okay.
So kind of weird. This one is CG over the 2D background, kind of the same stuff. I feel like Netflix is really in the mode of just fucking cranking them out, and this is not one of the ones that hit.
Okay.
This one is set in the Edo period, a time where Japan was transitioning towards peace. Blah 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 blah. Everybody fucking chooses this time frame
Yup.
because samurai swords.
Because it's cool.
Easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Easy.
Yeah. We get a aging samurai that goes on a covert mission, armed with the mythical Ani gauntlet. So his whole thing is like right in the beginning, he goes to basically this shogunate. I don't know. Doesn't matter. He goes up to this guy and they have a box with this magical fucking gauntlet inside of it. And they tell him, hey, if you can fucking beat up all of my guys, I guess I'll give it to you because I can't stop you at that point. So he beats the shit right off the bat out of like, I don't know, 9 guys. And he doesn't even have a sword. So he stands there and he's like, come on, motherfuckers. And he just puts his arms up and he's like, come at me, motherfuckers. And then he just spins and shit and grabs their swords and beats the living shit out of all of them.
You said he has a
It's a
gauntlet?
pretty-
He has a magic gauntlet?
He does, yeah.
Is this hold on. There's a game series called Animusha. I wonder if it's based off the game series.
I think it is, yeah.
Is it?
Because I want to say I saw a game thing when I looked this one up.
Yeah, based on Capcom's. Okay,
Yeah.
I might have to watch it, just
Okay.
because I have fond memories of Animusha.
Okay.
I'm not
Well,
saying it's gonna be
you're
good, but like it was like Demon Samurai shit, and Demon Samurais
It's
are kind of fucking cool.
Yep. So
Yep.
the most annoying part of the whole show are the sub characters, are the like just the fill-in people who are part of this group.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets the gauntlet from this guy, and he's sent with one of his people to make sure he's like, hey, you know the rule. You've got 33 days. I'll give you the gauntlet for 33 days. After that, it's got to come back. So whatever you want to do with this motherfucker, get it done. So he sends one of his people with him. They start traveling. Later on, he calls out people inside of their 7-man group, and he tells them, all right, well, there's 7 samurais and 3 traitors. So let's figure out who the traitors are before we go to bed. First guy stands up, and the voice actor for him had me fucking throbbing. Because you know who it is?
It's our man.
It's Yujiro.
Yeah. Oh
Yujiro
yeah,
Hanma.
dude. Okay, I thought you were gonna go with Kento or Nanami.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. fucking Yujiro.
Yeah,
He
dude.
starts talking, and instantly I was like,
Was it
"This is gonna be good."
it was a dub voice,
It was the
right?
English.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
best
dude.
one, bro.
That's the best
That's
one.
the best one. That fucking nasty voice that's trying way too
Yeah.
hard. I love it.
Yeah. So he fights that guy. Pretty good fight scene. Then this like awful creature shows up inside of, he like possesses one of the other dudes.
Yeah.
And then they fight, and he puts this fucking gauntlet on that then turns him crazy. Because
Yep.
it like, the whole idea of the gauntlet is that the gauntlet, when you defeat monsters, it steals their life force or some shit, puts it into the gauntlet. So when you use it, the user continues to get stronger and stronger to defeat more people. But it kind of makes the user a little crazy. So he like, at the end, he's almost tearing this fucking gauntlet off of his arm as it's attached to himself. And he's like, fuck, I could not do that for long. That was enough of that shit. Like, take it off. I feel like it's going to be Monster of the Week style. I know he has got an end goal on who he wants to fight, but right now I think they're just going to be they're just going to be traveling and fighting monsters as they get to the end point. Fight scenes, good. Everything else in between, kind of shit. Kind of shit.
That's rough because usually there's a lot of shit in between. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
The first episode, I think, went pretty hard with the fighting. I think when I watch the second episode, it's going to tank. And it's just going to be all of them walking through the woods, just talking. So, I don't know. First episode, I mean, watch that one for sure.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was looking up
You'll
some
like
shit.
the fucking demon thing.
Yeah. I remember I liked Animusha, and the demon shit was cool, but
yeah,
it was never like one of my favorite games. I just remember playing it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. A lot of I read a thing. Somebody was like, if you played the games, this has almost nothing to do with them. So, have fun.
Oh shit.
All right. Let's go with Good Night World. This one seemed really cool. Is it still going good, or is it getting bad?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Getting bad.
Getting bad.
Getting bad.
That's
It's
how
like,
it goes.
Yeah, it's like the universe listened to us, and we told them everything we didn't want it to do, and it was like, fuck it, send it. Let's do it.
Do all of it.
The one thing I was really hot on was everything happening outside of the video game. Everything is inside the video game on this fucking round.
Yep.
Like, we get a very small amount of time where we get almost like a flashback of him remembering his father as a kid, because he is, rewind. The father locked all the people out of his Akabane family out of their login so that nobody could get hurt out of this fucking NPC or online family he got that he loves. Because his son is who he is, and he learned from his father, he found a way to backdoor his way back in to his login. Whoop-de-fucking-do. That whole outside of the shit was pretty cool. That was fun. Once he gets into the fucking thing, it's all about feelings. So he gets into this universe. He is approached by the leader of the pirates, and she is one of his first friends inside of this universe, the online world. They used to hang out all the time. He kind of went towards the Akabane family because he's really looking for people online that can, replace the hole in his heart that he's got, right? She has built this entire fucking like clan of pirates, of people who just want to do whatever the fuck they want all the time, specifically for him, because she just wants him to be happy in the game and do whatever the fuck he wants and have a good time. So she's been doing this for like the past 3 years. They fight for a quick hot second. It's not that great. He does like 3 moves, and they're all pretty mediocre inside the game. After that, she decides to leave the pirates and go with him on the hunt for this big black fucking bird. They talk about their feelings. It's fucking dumb. Then they realize that the pirates are all being fucked, so she tries to go back to her clan and get it figured out, and he goes with her, and they fucking talk more about feelings while in the middle of this fucking fight, and about how like she would love to meet him in the real world, and reminds him that this is just a game. Fucking blah 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 blah. All dumb. I don't know how much more I can take of it. I don't know.
Wait till the power of friendship wins the
Oh my
bird
god!
fight.
If they,
They're gonna do the bird
and I know
fight,
what,
and it's gonna be the power of friendship, baby.
dude, I can see it now. She is gonna get fucking mangled by the bird, and he's gonna know that she was hurt then through her VR thing. So now he's got to go to the hospital to see her, and
Yep.
she's gonna wake up and see his frail looking ass,
Yup.
and they're gonna be all fucking lovey dovey, and I'm gonna shoot myself.
We'll get ready. Prep that
gonna
gun,
be
brother. All right. Well, that sucks because that one seemed like a really. I just seen it when I was looking up.
Yeah.
When I was looking up Pluto and fuck that other show I watched. I seen this like on there. I'm like, oh yeah, PJ was watching this. I should probably watch it. But now, I'm gonna just wait for you to tell me if I should watch it.
Yep.
All right. Talk to me about Berserk Gluttony. You caught up with me now, right? You watched up to episode 5.
I did watch up to episode 5.
I think that's where I stopped too.
Yeah, episode 3 is where Roxy and Fate go into town, and they waste a whole episode of her trying to find out a little bit more information about the fucking monster going around killing goblins and donating all the ears to the orphanage. And she's trying to figure this shit out while she's a fucking looking like a peasant. After that, Fate begins killing with a mask on. So he takes on this alter ego pretty much when he goes out and kills things, so that way people can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
I got written down corpse lich. I don't know if that's correct or not. It's something fucking weird. They give him a name. It's kind of okay. I'm not super pumped about it. And then Fate and Roxy go to meet her mother, and her mom's like, "So, you're fucking my daughter, right?"
You're
And he's like, "What?
You're laying your rod inside her hole, yeah?
You're dicking her down?"
You're dicking down. Are
And
you
she
filling
runs
her up
away?
with the baby gravy?
I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah.
I need some grandbabies.
I need grandbabies, dude. If you're not gonna pipe her down, I'm jerking you off, grabbing your seed, and smashing it inside of her.
Fucking smashing it. So now they're going on a mission because all the people, their grapes or their harvest to make wine have been fucking destroyed by a bunch of monsters. So they're gonna go on this hunt to fight them. And then at night he goes on the hunt alone because he starts getting a little red eye. And you told me about the red eye.
Yep.
Red eye's dog shit. Red eye doesn't even look that cool. It's a glossed over light red.
Yeah.
If they would have given us half of Goblin Slayer red eye,
Yeah.
I would have lost my mind.
Yeah, like where it
Mask
trails,
on, red
where
eye.
it trails a little bit
Yeah,
too.
dude.
Yeah, that would have been sick. But
That
it's
shit
just
was
it's just
hard.
like a glowy bright red.
Yeah. I feel like I'm watching okay illustrated isekai, but
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, so they fight. He destroys a bunch of monsters, and then he gives pretty much all of his power to the fucking sword. And he's like, "I gotta give you all of it." He's like, "Bro, I'm greed. What didn't you understand?"
Yeah, dude.
So he gives it,
everything.
and he turns into that fucking arrow, and they start fucking shooting shit now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Episode 5.
Dog shit, right?
How far? Yeah, how far? What did you see?
I seen up to episode 5 where episode 5 is where they go to the town, right? And it's all just them
Yep.
talking and
Yep.
I hated episode 5.
They do a bunch of talking.
Yep.
They go through and I can't remember if it was episode 5 that they go back to the bar that the kid used to go to all the time and he was hanging out or whatever. And then later that night, Roxy gets coaxed into going to that same mission that her dad was killed on because those evil 3 holy knights want to fucking rid of her whole entire family.
Yeah.
So they like find a way to get her to sign up for it. And then the one dude goes out into the woods to go slay some fucking monsters, and Fate's out there with his massive fucking arrow. He reveals himself to Hato, is his name, and then uh, throws that guy in the air or some shit after cutting his holy knight sword in half. Throws him in the air, turns his fucking greed sword into a giant fucking arrow, and shoots all of his fucking limbs off. That shit was pretty hard. It leaves him there to bleed out. And then he decides he needs to follow Roxy in secret for whatever reason. Because he doesn't want her to know how strong he is or whatever. And he wants to protect her because he loves her. But she's got to do some shit that could put her in danger.
Okay, maybe I didn't
Blah,
see
blah,
this
blah.
one. This isn't sounding familiar.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
episode 4 I really didn't like. There was one episode, it's where she finds out, or where she says, like at the end of the episode, oh, I want to find out who's killing all this shit. I think that was
That's episode 3.
Is
Episode
it?
3. Yeah, because I think it was episode 3 that they actually go through and, like, they go to the town, they look at the gems, she has to act like she can't afford gems, and fucking some dumb
Okay, yeah.
shit.
That
They
was
go
the
to
episode
orphanage, then
I
they go to the
hated.
bar.
Okay, episode
Yeah, it was a
4 I
waste
do
of time.
remember. I did watch episode 4 though, because I remember her mom like, you gonna impregnate
her
my
mom was
fucking daughter?
Hard on it.
And then I remember his sword turning into a bow. But I didn't see episode 5 then.
Yeah, episode 5, he fucking shoots the limbs off of that fucking dude who was always
That sounds pretty awesome.
felt a little redo of healer action going on, except the arrow didn't go inside of his asshole.
Yeah, except it was a lot less rape, which is cool.
Lot less rape.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it's crazy how we watch these other revenge stories. Like Blue Eye Samurai is just a pure revenge story. You know?
Yeah.
Guess how much rape I've
And
seen? Not a whole lot. Tell you that much.
He also didn't like go back and tell him to beat him some more before
Yeah.
he took more revenge.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know.
didn't spend 10 years being a slave and being raped and beaten to then be like, I'm gonna go back in time and then I'm gonna do it all again.
All over again, dude.
Insane, dude. If you think Redo of Healer legit has a good story, you need to go
Bad.
take a writing class and just
Mm-hmm.
see what they did wrong. Just figure it out. Learn.
You need to look inward.
You need to read a fucking book to see how a plot structure works, because people literally will defend it saying it's a decent revenge story, which blows my fucking mind because there's nothing good about it.
Real fucking bad.
People are dumb. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. Berserk
That's
of
it.
Gluttony I had high hopes for, but it's taken a nosedive pretty quick. I don't care that much about their love story.
Yeah,
Normally
the
don't.
characters were weak kind of right off the jump. I was just hoping for like a little cool intrigue thing about her trying to figure out who's murdering all this shit and then him trying to hide him murdering all this shit, but it's mainly just, I don't know.
And now he's having to chase after her. Like,
Yeah.
he's putting himself in the position to then have to hide it. It's like that. I don't know. She's not hot on the case anymore.
Right.
She was for one episode, and it was fucking trash
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, that show, I don't see it being, like, by the end of it, I don't see me be going, yeah, I like the Berserk of Gluttony a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like another shitty fucking shonen type anime.
Yeah.
All right, last anime we have to talk about is your continued journey on One Piece.
Oh, One Piece. I almost forgot. I'm in Skypiea. Skypiea is going pretty good. They went up against one of the the prophets. I can't remember. It's like one of the top generals of the bad guy. Whatever. There's 5 of them or 4 of them. Whatever. They go up against the dude with spheres, and the spheres are giant bombs, or they could be other shit. So like, if you touch it, it could either explode, or it could turn into a fucking monster that'll fight you, or the dude can put them all together into a giant fucking dragon that'll come at you, and if you get hit by this ball dragon, they kill you.
Watch out
I'm
for the
still
ball
in the middle.
dragon, dude.
Yeah, the ball dragon.
Watch out
dude.
for the dragon's balls.
I'm stuck in between right now. So we've got people who are taking over Skypiea. We have the Shandorians who are fighting for their original land in Skypiea that was stolen from them 400 years ago. So there's this civil war kind of thing going on. Our people are just like, hey, we came for the city of gold. Give me the gold.
Give me the gold.
Of course, the group gets split up again. Big surprise. It seems to be, the recurring routine, which isn't. I mean, what else are they going to do?
Yeah.
It's got to happen every time. It's a shonen.
It's the same thing like Goku being asleep for every big fight.
Yes.
Goku's on the way. We just got to hold out till the... That's every fucking arc. Like, it's fine.
Luffy is currently stuck inside of a snake.
Yep.
He was swallowed.
Dude,
he thought he's been inside a cave this whole time and can't find the way out.
It's like Goku running on Snake Way, dude. There's the same fucking thing, bro. Shonen is as shonen does.
I will say that there's two parts really that stick out in my mind. The first one is, and fuck me, dude, I'm a piece of shit, but this kid jumps off of the boat, a Shandorian kid that can like hear all the voices of the people, and she keeps just hearing people getting murdered because she can hear everybody, and she's like freaking the fuck out, and she's like, you guys don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
Voices are disappearing, and I hear them screaming like everybody's dying.
God, that's dark, dude.
Dark as fuck. So this little kid jumps off the boat because they have to go and save her people. She's got to go. And Nami does this thing where she, like, bitches will take off a shirt by grabbing the bottom of their shirt.
Yeah.
And slowly pull it up over the... Job well done.
Dude, they do... Hey, my brother in Christ. Get ready for episode 2 of Undead Unluck, because that happens. Where it's the nervous shirt takeoff. Oh, bleh. Yeah, yep. Dude. Let me see that, dude.
A lot of things in this world I really want. That's one of them.
It's a good one.
So that part was really good. There's another part where Zoro is going up against one of the other fucking this again. I'm just gonna call him prophets. He's going up against one of the main dudes. I can't remember. I'm so dumb. He's going up against one of the dudes, and he has basically a whip sword. Kind of reminds me of the same sword the watermelon tit girl had from
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, yeah.
Meat City.
So, yeah.
Meat City.
Same kind of sword where he's doing some weird shit with it. Zoro finishes him, but they don't really do the animation justice on it.
Okay.
They like make it a big cloud. There's some big like pronounced swipes through this cloud.
Yeah.
And then it's over. So I feel like they spent entirely too long on the build up towards this point for them to end it just so quickly. Like, I get it, like, whatever, I guess we're gonna move on, but I felt like we could have done something there.
Yeah, make the climax a little better, bro. Make the climax make me climax, you know? That's all I'm asking for. Too. Yeah.
I felt like me after my wife after sex.
Just disappointed and sleepy.
I'm left. I'm left behind taking care of myself.
I'm just left sprawled out naked and leaking, you know? Yeah, that's how it works, bro.
Yeah. Either way, I'm not slowing down. I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty confident. We'll see what Luffy does when he gets out of this fucking snake, bro. But yeah, it's pretty okay at the moment.
All right. That's all the anime we got for you guys, but we have a thing I'm very excited to talk about with PJ. And that's The Boys Season 1, dude. I've been trying to get you to watch this show for fucking ever. And then you come over, I make you watch the first episode.
Yeah.
And now are you done with Season 1?
Oh yeah, we're like 3 episodes into season 2 right now.
Holy piss, dude.
I think we've watched at least 1 or 2 episodes a night since we left your house.
Yes. Yeah, that makes
Can't
sense.
stop, won't stop.
Dude, it's so good. All right, talk to me about season 1.
Uh,
How good, dude?
Let me start off by saying any person, because the biggest turnoff I have of going, hey, watch The Boys, it's superheroes, but like crazier. And so that's the best way to explain it. But also at the same time, I'm like, I can't do another superhero show that's going to be the fucking same run of the mill, happy-go-lucky bullshit. People, this is not what you think it is. Yeah. Every time you think they've gone as far as they could, no, they're not even close. The show, I was sold within the first 5 minutes when the bitch gets ran through.
And the funny thing is, dude, I knew you would be. I was like, I'm going to show PJ the first 10 minutes of this show, and he's going to instantly go, I'm watching the rest of this as soon as possible. Yeah.
Immediately. Bitch gets run through. They do it in slow motion. They show us her whole body separating. As, like, some dude like the Flash runs fucking through her.
Yeah.
And then, okay. I'm not going to go through the plot. I'm just going to talk about some of the plot points. Because there's one other part that, like, sold it.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of them, I feel like. But there's a couple that are, like, just so outrageous that you're like, who the fuck thought of this? You know?
So, everything I feel like people in our Discord can relate to. Yeah. And I saw so much of it specifically today in the DGen chat. And I was like, fuck, I'm about to talk about this. This is it. Yeah. They go into this, like, superhero nightclub where pretty much the superheroes do whatever the fuck they want. They're just fucking naked. Yep. Fucking. There's people fucking floating through the air. There's a stretchy dude who's got one guy sucking his dick, and then he stretches over the top of him, and he's making out with 2 other dudes. And then right before that, we see this little Ant-Man guy who runs over the coffee table and then jumps straight into some lady's pussy. Yeah. That sold it.
Dives in
I'm watching every episode. Dives in.
She's laying there with her legs in the air, and he's like,
yes.
You, and you hear it. They make the fucking noise, dude.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
After that, so that was an instant, like, this is my new show.
Yeah.
This is it.
And then you go from, like, these crazy moments, like, watching it. Yeah. And, like, the whole show, like he said, it's about superheroes, but more fucked up. A better way of putting it is superheroes, but if they were owned by capitalist people. Like, think about, like, all the 1%ers in America, but instead of owning, like, you know, pharmaceutical or, like, the government, they owned superheroes, dude.
It's a publicly traded company.
Yes. That owns...
It is fucked up.
It's so fucked, bro. Everything is about numbers and about popularity and about money. And watching these corporate people try to, like, manage superheroes, and then the main one, Homelander, is a fucking psychopath.
Dude, they get you in the first fucking episode, these cocksuckers.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank God there's one good person. Homelander's so good. And then he cuts a plane in half with his laser beam eyeballs.
With a child on it. And he waves at the kid and then lasers the plane in half.
Yes. So for everybody wondering, this is just episode 1. This isn't even season 1. This is the first hour.
Yeah.
You see all of this shit going down.
Yeah.
After that, dude, there's him and I forget what the other main chicks, not Starlight, but
Maeve,
the other girl, Maeve.
Yeah.
When they go out to the fucking Flight 23 plane.
Oh my God, dude. Flight 23 and she's trying to save people and he's like
trying to save people
and he's just like no. He's like, I will fucking leave you here, dude.
And it's his fault the plane's going down.
Yeah, dude.
He cut a fucking dude in half after you watch a terrorist slice some dude's throat open in the cockpit. He takes his laser beams. He decides to cut through the terrorist, but also cuts through the whole fucking cockpit. So now the plane can't even be flown.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's like, all right, everybody, it's going to be fine. Just chill. And they start walking to the back of the plane slowly. And everybody's looking at him. They're like, where are you going?
Yeah.
Why aren't you at the front of the plane? And he's like, everything's fine. We got to take care, blah, blah, blah. People start grabbing onto her as they're trying to flee. She's like, can we save anybody? And he's like, no.
He's like, no, they're gonna talk. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, well, can't you go out there and lift the plane up and fly? And he's like, are you crazy? I could get smashed into the plane, and then I could go down with it and die too. Who do you think I am?
Yeah.
I can't do that. Losing my shit, dude.
Yeah. Doesn't he start lasering people that are grabbing onto her? Or does he like? He might heat up his eyes.
He heats up his eyes,
dude.
and everybody starts freaking the fuck out.
Yeah,
and then people
dude.
start jumping out of the plane as they're flying away, watching it go down to the fucking ocean. And then this man has the audacity to then look the news people in their fucking eye and be like, this wouldn't happen if you allowed us to deal with shit like this.
To be a part of the military. Or Yep.
If you allowed us to be a part of the military, things like this, they wouldn't have to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, you cocksucker. You fucking cocksucker, dude. Fuck Homelander. Homelander is the biggest piece of shit out of everybody.
Yeah, dude. Anthony Starr, he's the actor that plays Homelander, he is the greatest bad guy of all time.
Nails it.
Like, you know how everybody hated Joffrey? Like, Joffrey was like number one piece of shit. I think Anthony Starr is better. Like,
I would agree.
I've never seen a person act so fucking insane on camera. I feel like he's actually crazy. He has to be in real life, dude.
Like bad Superman, like if you have a thing where you're like, man, it'd be cool to see Superman do bad shit, and they're like, DC were like, all right, yeah, we'll show you him be a little crazy, but you don't see him laser beam into some bitch's eyeballs and melt her head in half. Okay,
Yeah.
This is why you watch The Boys. There's another part where Translucent, they shove a bomb in his asshole and he explodes.
And he's like Invisible
What?
Man, so you don't really see it, but there's fucking blood. Holy fuck, dude! I need to rewatch The Boys. I love that show, man.
There's also some weird, disturbing shit going on. I don't want to give too much of the plot away, but there's a point where, the Deep, he's basically Namor. He's got fucking gills. He goes in the ocean. He gets sent to Ohio to Sandusky.
Yeah.
And then he like starts inviting bitches over and they're fucking. And then some lady opens up his shit and was like, let me see them gills. And she's fingering herself on top of him while she's sticking fingers inside of his gills.
Yeah, dude.
I have never been so disgusted in my life, dude.
There's a lot like that,
You think they're done, and then they keep going. They're okay. One last thing. Please, people, go watch The Boys. You fucked up.
You fucked up, dude. I told you.
The Boys.
I've been telling you.
Dude, we watch this man after the lady dies who's running the show.
Yeah.
Drink the fucking mommy's breast milk.
The tit milk. Yeah.
The tit milk. And Amber was like, "Oh my god, I can't deal with this. I can't fucking deal with this." And then they take it further. He's tonguing the open hole of the fucking breast milk bottle, and she is literally about to throw up on our couch because she can't handle it. I'm like, I don't know what else we wanted.
Yeah, dude.
This is everything we wanted.
That's what I'm saying. Anthony Starr plays such a good fucking crazy guy. I can't wait.
Fuck, dude.
I can't wait to watch more because he only gets worse and worse in his head.
Yeah.
Like he gets bad, dude.
Oh, he starts using doppelganger to play the lady?
Yeah.
Some fat dude? Who can transform it? And he transforms back, and
Yeah.
Homelander's like, change back now, change back.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, if I hold it for too long, it starts to hurt. And he's like, I don't care. And he starts lighting up his eyes a little bit. And he's just like, all right. And he changes back into the lady. And she's like, I'll go through any pain you want me to. I'm like, fucking Homelander is a psychopath.
Yeah, dude. I love him. I love that show.
Holy fuck.
And you
show,
didn't
dude.
like all the shit you just said. You didn't even you didn't even talk about what it's about. Like you didn't even mention Billy
Yeah.
Butcher. You didn't even mention like
No.
the whole goal of the show is for these guys to kill these soups. Like
Yes.
those are the boys. Like they're going out. And dude, how great is Mother's Milk? He's the fucking
Mother's
best,
Milk.
bro. He's the best. I love Mother's Milk.
Mother's Milk is literally a dude.
Yeah, dude. Literally a dude.
Oh.
Yeah, that show
Yeah,
is amazing. That's one of the best shows I've seen in a very long time.
I would agree. If you have superhero fatigue, this show is for you because this is not what you think it is.
Yeah, and you definitely have
Everything you
superhero
want.
fatigue because there's no good superhero shit out right now.
Right. Except the boys.
Except the boys, dude.
Except the boys.
And I can't wait because once you finish the boys, you still got Gen Z to watch, or Gen V.
Yes.
And Gen V is
Gen
fucking
V.
great as well, dude. They just don't miss,
fucking
bro.
wait.
It's just 100 with them.
And I love how they sprinkle in little interviews with Seth Rogen. Because
Yeah.
they sprinkled them in. I was like, of course this is his fucking show. Of course it is. They said, hey, Amazon Prime was like, you want to make a show? Here's some money. Do whatever the fuck you want. We don't care. And then he did it.
Yeah.
Fucking dope.
Yeah, show is very good, dude. I love that show. I'm so happy you finally started watching it. I knew you were going to like it, and I'm happy you do like it.
Oh, man. Every person on our Discord would like this.
Oh,
And
no,
we should
absolutely.
Be watching it.
If any of them aren't watching it, that's pretty fucked up.
They're just as dumb as I am.
Yeah. The guy who produced, or not produced it, who made the show, I don't know if he wrote it or whatever. It's Eric Kripke. He's the one who did Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how they relate, but I love Supernatural and I love the boys.
Yeah.
So he knows how to do some shit right, you know?
It's just, you can't do what you want when you're on cable television, You gotta
That's
branch
true.
off to these fucking streaming platforms, and then you could just show some dude jumping into a lady's pussy.
You could just show a dude diving into pussy.
Fucking Mario, woohoo!
Have you
Right into a pussy.
seen the dick yet?
Uh,
I'm gonna say two things: dick, and I'm gonna say blow up.
no.
Okay. Wait till you got dude. You're in for a roller coaster ride.
I did see them drive their boat into a whale.
That is
Saw
a
that
good
part.
one. That was a good one too.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, there's so much crazy shit, dude. There's also a fucking cartoon based off this show called Diabolical.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I haven't
I'll
watched
watch
that
that
yet.
shit.
Yeah, I need to watch that. Maybe we'll watch that for the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
It's my favorite anime.
it.
The Boys Diabolical. We did it. It's another
We
week,
did it.
baby. All that anime talked about we always talk about. I feel like this show we go quick with the anime, and then at the end we always give somebody a fucking big lick of reality.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
here's a normal show.
Well, you got to keep the normies interested. They know that's going to come. It's just at the end.
right? Yeah,
They got to listen to a
absolutely.
bunch of trash or that I'm watching.
Yeah.
in order
Fuck
to
you,
get
dude.
through it.
I've been picking it up. All right.
No, I'm saying the stuff you are watching sounds good.
Oh yeah. No, I watched a
I'm
lot
still
of good
watching
shit.
shit.
Yeah, you're watching a lot of bad stuff. I'll just drop it. If I start to not like it, I ain't watching it. It's over.
Yeah, I got to do that.
Yeah,
I got to.
you got to. All right, people. We'll be back in 2 weeks with some more shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, y'all like this. We love you. Stay dope.
Loves.
Bye.
Bye.
Did it. I gotta stop the recording.
Hell yeah, dude. Stop cord. I'm
I'm so happy you're watching The Boys, dude.
Dude, The Boys is so good.
I'm so happy.
What are we doing this Saturday? I heard we're coming over because your kids are ballerinaing. If you didn't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah. See you Saturday, cocksucker. It's parents' night out, so I think we're going
I just
out
got
to
an
eat.
email for that. I gotta work.
Yeah, till when?
I don't know.
Forever?
I don't know. Let me see my. Oh wait, never mind. I lied. No, I don't. She canceled.
Gotcha. See, there it is.
Got me. You fucking got me. All right, Twitch people, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out. We love you.